Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Typically, championships are foremost on the Crimson Tide's mind, but today it might be revenge. Florida State rolls in to take on the Tide. The Seminoles last year knocked Alabama for a loop in the season opener. Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with you. Let's go down to the field in Hollywood.
Well, as you can imagine, Florida State against Alabama has a lot of connotations here in college football. Alabama had to survive that opening week loss that was so embarrassing. Kalen DeBoer says that was the thing that drove them all season long, eventually making the college football playoff. But keep in mind, these players might want a little revenge as Florida State takes on Alabama. Guys, back to you.
Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes with the return. Russell working that left side now. After 45 on his way. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move. Shakes off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go right back to him. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. A run for the quarterback. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Complete. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Florida State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Keelan Russell. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. There he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
There's the pressure. Trying to beat the D deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Throwing Russell. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. You want to talk about ending the first quarter on a bang. A huge chunk play before they finally get him out of bounds to end the first quarter. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the tight end. Got 9 yards on the play and leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On the move. Still on his feet at the 40. Might have a chance. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, the risk on defense on 4th and short, putting all those guys close to the line of scrimmage, is that if the offense creases you, it's going to be an explosive play, and that's exactly what happened. They weren't able to stay in all of their gaps, and the offense breaks off an explosive run on 4th and short.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. this quarterback part of their running game. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Russell. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Knowles! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keelan Russell. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He wants to change this route. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Again, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Throwing Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Finding some room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They feed him again. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Russell rushes on him, takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Fires toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffaloes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field.
Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Complete to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
And it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Zings it complete to the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
They'll go to the counter. Maybe a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. His feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. 4th down and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Inside the 25. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, your defense is going to have to turn the page quickly. Not only did you just give up a 4th down run, but you gave up an explosive play, and now they've got the ball down close to your goal line. You're going to have to play.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Might be changing the route. Throwing Russell. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these 2 quarterbacks have posted. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play And you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Russell. A little release to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They try to get it outside on the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one. But
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Russell. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got his man! And this 4th down attempt will go awry as the defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. FSU calling its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Keelan Russell. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Throws to the back. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's loose on the right. Past the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Complete.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Here's a heat. Breaks loose. Still on his feet at the 45. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you've got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope. He pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They go play action with Russell. Into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Turning it on! They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes the grab. Running through contact. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Now the pitch. There's some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and there's
touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, David.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. To the air. It's Applewhite. Makes the catch. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Made the catch on the last play, but didn't move the ball forward, so now here comes 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.